So the art of allowing really is about getting in the vortex. Allowing is in the vortex, resistance is not in, and of course there are varying degrees. If you're in despair, you're far from your vortex. If you're in hope, you're close enough that it's bringing you in every now and again, you see. So our desire for you is that you understand the vortex. We're not ever going to say to you, get in the vortex and stay there forever, because you came forth to explore contrast. Of course you're going to have step one experiences. Just don't make a career out of your step one experiences. Make a career out of your step three experiences. Let being in the vortex be what's most important to you. So, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important. There is nothing off limits. It is our desire to inspire you, lure you, drag you in any way possible into the vortex. We use every trick in our bag of tricks, and it is a deep bag of tricks, in order to call you into the vortex. You'll find us not too eager to listen to you beat the drum of your out of the vortex conversation. We'll let you get away with it for a little while, but don't be surprised if somebody sits in the chair and we let them get away with it, and when you get in the chair, we don't let you get away with it. There is no accounting to the way you will be treated by us. Because we have the benefit of knowing what's in your vortex and knowing where you are in vibrational proximity to it, and we'll offer the best that we can offer to make it the easiest path possible for you to get in. But these things are necessary before you will receive the benefit of this gathering. First, you must accept that you are more than you see here in these physical bodies. Do you? Next, you must accept that the non-physical part of you, some of you call it the soul of you, the God of you, exists even though you are in this physical body. Is that something that you can accept? Next, it is necessary that you acknowledge that you and we are vibrational beings, and it is a vibrational relationship that we have. Good enough? Next, it is of tremendous value for you to acknowledge that the emotions that you feel are your indicator about the variable between the perspective of who you really are and the perspective of who you are being in your body. The perspective of the source part of you, the larger part of you, and the physical part of you that is beating the drum, having the conversation of something here and now. Those two vibrational aspects of you are playing against one another all day, every day, and your emotions are your indicator of that play. Easy to understand? So when you're feeling joy, your thought is in agreement with the thought of source. When you are loving someone and rippling with goosebumps, those goosebumps are your inner being's acknowledgement and agreement with the thought that you have focused within you. When you're hating someone, resenting someone, regretting something, that icky feeling within you is your vibrational emotional guidance system letting you know that while you have the free will to focus as you wish here in this physical body, you've focused yourself out of alignment with who you are, and the resistance is evident in the negative emotion. Easy enough to accept? Well, if those premises all make sense to you, then buckle your seatbelts and get ready for an in the vortex experience, because it's who you are, and it's where you belong, and it's not a difficult thing to get in. And after you get in on a pretty consistent basis, you will never again feel uncomfortable about the vortex spitting you out, because you know how to get right back in. In other words, you'll just regroup and go back in and massage the thought into a way that feels better. And we'll offer you some processes that make that easy. So, what do you want to talk about? Some things. It'll be a wonderful unfolding, so just relax and accept that you'll hear what you've come to hear, provided you're in the vortex. Get right here. Someone inside the vortex cannot communicate with someone not in the vortex. You've been trying that, haven't you? You ever noticed that you're on such different wavelengths that there's no possible way? Have you ever been living something and known it fully and tried to explain it to somebody who doesn't get it? And have you noticed that it doesn't matter how many years you spend trying to get them to get it? They never get it. it's like speaking different languages, you say. There's the in the vortex language, and there's the out of the vortex language. In the vortex language sounds like life's good in this way and this way and this way. Outside the vortex language sounds like life sucks in this way and this way and this way. So we want to help you today. We want to draw your attention toward this vibrational reality. We want you to get a feel of this vibrational reality, because if you can understand it, everything that you have lived and are living, or anybody else that you're observing, will begin to make sense to you. So do you get it that you were source before you came into this body? And do you get it that even though you're in this body, that you're still expanding this source? Do you get that? Can you accept that expanded part of you, this vibrational reality is swirling? And have you been hearing about law of attraction, which says that which is likened to itself is drawn? So, of course, when you're focused upon something unwanted, you get more of that unwanted stuff. It's just the way the law works. But this is the bigger picture that we want you to understand. Life has caused you to become this, and the larger part of you, your inner being, the source within you, stands in the middle of this vibrational reality, in this vortex of creation. And as law of attraction responds to this vortex that was spinning long before you came into this body and is spinning faster now that you're in this body, contributing to this vortex, this is a veritable vortex of creation. And hear this, all cooperative components are being assembled in this vortex. Do you get what that means? Everything that you've asked for and everything that's necessary to bring it about, just like the way this planet came into being, just the way this planet spins in its orbit. In other words, everything that you see that is now physical manifestation, this reality that you're all so excited about, this reality was non-physical reality first, a vibrational reality, a vortex of creation. So if you can accept that, yes, while you're standing here in this physical body, you are what you are, but you are so much more, and you are so close to allowing everything that's in this vortex to become. And that's what this gathering is about. We call it a law of attraction based seminar because the law of attraction is what is assembling the cooperative components. But in this art of allowing understanding, we want you to ask yourself the question and hopefully find the answer here today. Are you one of the cooperative components? Are you letting yourself be one of the cooperative components to what you have asked for? Or are you over here beating the drum of why you ask for it? Life causes you to ask for more money. Ask for money. There's a lot of that going on. Asking for more, asking for more, asking for more, asking for more. Becoming. Your vortex of creation is spinning. And all cooperative components have already been assembled. That's why we can say to you, it's done. It's done. It's already done vibrationally. Are you a cooperative component? No, I'd rather complain about not having enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough. I have never had enough. I can't remember having enough money. I don't like not having enough money. I hardly know anybody who has enough money. Rich bugger over there, he's got enough money, but he probably deals drugs. So as you are beating the drum of the same unpleasant thing which caused you to ask, now you're using that same unpleasant thing, that contrasting thing which caused you to expand and caused the universe to open, which caused the vortex to spin, which causes the assemblance of all things necessary to give you everything that you ask for, right down to the last detail. Are you going? Nope, I'd rather complain. And that's really what this gathering is about. We want you, by the time you leave here today, to understand your relationship with your vortex. We want you to understand your relationship with who you really are. And when you care about how you feel, then you're able to understand your relationship with your own vortex of creation. So we're going to tell you how this all works, and then we want to talk to you about anything that is important to you. You are beautiful in your bodies. Do you know it? And you are source energy in your bodies. Do you know that? And do you know that while you are in these bodies, vibrant and alive and flowing, do you know that the larger part of you still remains non-physically focused? Sometimes you refer to that non-physical part of you as your soul, your source. We refer to it as all of that, but also your inner being. It's the God force that is really you. It's the furthermost expanded version of you. So you were only non-physical energy before you came into this body. And when you were only non-physical energy, that singular energy stream was pure non-physical energy, meaning it was a very high, clear, pure vibration that held no resistance that would be discernible from your vantage point at all. Pure, positive energy, a sort of swirling love of well-being and knowing, a literal culmination of all that you have become. The best of all life culminated there in that pure energy. And then a part of that energy projected forward or was summoned by the body that was being created within the womb of your mother. And as that energy was summoned into this physical time-space reality, and you came forth and focused into that body, now you have two vibrational vantage points, the non-physical vantage point of pure positive energy and the physical vantage point of whatever it is that has your attention now. So in the moment that you were born, the potential of splitting your energy occurred. And by splitting your energy, we don't mean something has gone wrong. We mean, just like you intended, you came forth to focus. And when you began to focus, even before you could speak, long before you could walk, in the moment that you were born and began to assess your awareness of your environment, you began to offer vibrational frequencies in response to your observations. And when you did that, those frequencies began to emanate and they began to play a vibrational part with the vibrational emanation from your source. So as this infant, in your first view of physical life, that part of you moved ever so slightly away from the pure positive energy of who you really are. The reason that we are telling you the story in this way is because we want you right now, finally, to acknowledge that you, we, you have two vivid vibrational vantage points. And those vibrational vantage points are playing off of one another all day, every day. That's what your emotions are. When you, in your body, are focused upon something in the way that the source within you focuses, for example, you are appreciating your body and you are loving life, the exhilaration that you feel is because your focused thought and the focused thought of the source within you about the same subject at the same time is a perfect match. So in your fusion, in your blending, in your alignment, in your closing of this gap, in your allowing of your complete connection with who you are, you feel the full vitality of source flowing through you in this actively focused human physical leading edge time-space moment. The best of life. When you are loving someone, perfect fusion. When you are hating someone, not even close. When you are feeling your worthiness, perfect fusion. When you are feeling insecure or unworthy, not even close. We want you to begin to utilize your emotions to let you know the most important thing that you will ever come to wonder about, and that is your relationship with who you are. Because when you pay attention to the relationship between you and you, now in your being tuned in, tapped in, turned on to the energy of you, to the fullness of you, to that which you call God force, to the energy that creates worlds, in that alignment and only in that alignment can you even begin to live your life in the way that you've intended. You are source energy. You didn't come forth to prove worthiness. You came forth as a worthy creator, eager to take thought beyond that which it had been before. And you knew that as you poured yourself into this physical body and into the contrast that surrounds you, you knew that the contrast would inspire new desires. You knew that they would emanate from you constantly. And that's exactly what happens. The contrast helps you to know what you don't want, know what you do want. Isn't that the way contrast always works? Do you realize that without vibrational contrast, you couldn't see anything? That it's only because of contrast, photographers know it, that you can even pick things out. Have you ever looked at a polar bear in a snowstorm? He's hard to see. But when you realize that you are living in this variety of contrast to help you to focus, and that